right, we're at Bullpen Pitch Fest in Minneapolis, and I am here with Kirt Gill, the CEO of NeuraStasis, and I'm James Zanewicz, the Chief Strategy Officer from Tulane Medicine. Welcome.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here.
Excellent. Well, I have just a few easy questions for you. The first one is to learn a little bit more about you and your background. How did you get here?
It's a great question. I ask that question many times as I get up in the morning.
And you're like, well, I went to sleep in this bed last night. That's how I arrived.
Yeah. Oftentimes with like a baby crying, it's like, oh man, what happened here? No, so my background is clinical. So I was going down the route of academic medicine, doing research in radiology, and a startup spun out of my mentor's lab. And that just, I don't know, it's not, it just grabbed me. Like, this is what I want to be doing. So that startup was called Selenic Medical. Began there, cut my teeth on just learning what that medical device commercialization is like. And then I wanted to do it myself. And so I got into a biodesign fellowship at the Texas Medical Center in Houston. And that's where I met my co-founder. We connected over a passion for wanting to make a difference in stroke patients' lives. And we've been working on it ever since. Founded in 2021 and I've been on full time. So
I love that. Now we've kind of got your background and how you got to where you are. But what are you working on now with your company, with NeuraStasis? What is going on there?
Yeah, a lot of stuff. Our mission is to provide new hope after stroke. So we're very mission-driven, focused on changing the lives of stroke survivors. We have two different indications that we're looking to commercialize, centered around stroke care. The first one is on neurorehabilitation. So patients who've had strokes maybe years in the past, can we provide them with new hope of recovery? And the answer is yeah. So using wearable neuromodulation, what we do is trigger brainstem and neurovascular reflexes to help create essentially the brain environment that allows for improved learning. We get blood flow to the brain. We hammer home neurotransmitters that help rewire and help these patients increase their rate of recovery even years later. So we're currently in the clinic for that. We're doing feasibility work with great partners at UT Health in Houston. And we're very excited to actually have devices in stroke patients' hands.
This is fantastic. And I want to ask if you've met Bullpen member JoJo Platt yet.
Yes.
Okay, good. I want to make sure, because if not, I was like, I need to put you two in touch, because she is the intersection of all things neurotech. And if you haven't met her, you absolutely should.
I mean, that's what's so great about the Bullpen. There's so many great connectors. And frankly, I need to have a conversation with JoJo again.
Perfect. So now that we know more about you and more about what's going on with your company, the mantra of Bullpen is to find someone, help, and repeat. So it's your turn to make your ask. How can the Bullpen membership help you? What do you guys need right now?
Well, as an early startup, you're always looking for funding. But what I want to actually talk about is we need more clinical partners. So the second indication that I was talking about, we're working with FDA to get to the point where we can do it in the clinic. And that's for acute protection. So imagine something like CPR for the brain, where we can turn up our stimulation to 10, and we are just trying to pulse, increase blood flow into the damaged area, and just keep it alive for longer. And so we're trying to do that in the clinic. We already have some clinical partners lined up, but we need more clinical partners.
Like one in New Orleans where Kaylee and I are from, like Tulane and LCMC Health?
Potentially. I think it could be a good
shameless plug.
Yeah. We're essentially, what we need is stroke centers that are willing to work with new companies, and we're going to be applying for grants. We've already been successful from NIH already with over $1 million, and we're going to be applying for more grants to follow up with that.
That's fantastic. We'll have to touch base after this as well a little more.
Yes.
So for anyone else out there, not us, who might want to work with you, obviously I'm just going to track you down and hunt you all day. But for people out there in LinkedIn land, in the Bullpen land, who want to connect with you, what is the best way for them to get a hold of you if they think they can help?
I think LinkedIn probably is the fastest way to go about it. I mean, my email at NeuraStasis is also pretty easy. It's Kirt@neurastasis.com. And I'm happy to have any introductory conversation, exploratory work. I think there's some great stuff going on in neurotech that I'm learning about every day. And you only learn through having conversations with new people. So
yeah, and Kirt, for your email, it's KIRT, right?
KIRT. Yeah, that's right.
NeuraStasis, NeuraStasis.
Hey, you know what?
This is why we got to say these things.
I know. Like I said, it was simple, but it's really not.
Do the whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I could have tripped up many, many people. So Kirt, KIRT @NeuraStasis, which is NeuraStasis.com.
See, we're here to help.
Yeah, I got to have a banner.
John can help with that maybe too. All right. Well, Kirt, I want to thank you so much for sitting down with us once again. I'm looking forward to interacting with you for the rest of the day at the Bullpen and at the reception tonight, which are some of the favorite times for networking. And have a great rest of your day.
I will. Thanks for having me.